Impacts today are a risk. They're a hazard. They're something we need to protect ourselves against.
Across the globe, mega tsunamis and earthquakes flatten cities. Within hours, a plume of vaporized rock bursts through the upper atmosphere, expanding around the entire planet. It re-enters as trillions of meteorites, heating up the air to the temperature of an oven. Dust settling in the atmosphere blots out the sun, plunging the planet into total darkness. More than 1.5 billion people die by the end of the day. It could be the beginning of the end for humankind. You might think that the Earth inhabits a quiet little corner of the solar system. But in reality, we live in an extremely dangerous neighborhood. Instead of calmly floating through space, our planet is traveling at nearly 120,000 kilometers per hour through the middle of a celestial shooting range. Speeding through space with us are millions upon millions of lumps of rock. They range from 1 meter across to boulders the size of the Ukraine. As we hurtle through space, these rocks cross our path continually. The Earth has no way of avoiding them. So what are the odds of an asteroid wiping out planet Earth? The impact of a rock like this would have devastating explosive power.
50 million tons of rock coming at 60,000 miles an hour, 10 times all of the nuclear weapons on Earth at the height of the Cold War, going off in one spot.
There are more than 1 billion orbiting in loose formation between Mars and Jupiter, from tiny pebbles to hundreds of kilometers across. They're spinning through space, moving 30 times faster than a fighter jet. But sometimes these rocks crash into each other and set off on different orbits closer to the Earth. These are called near-Earth asteroids, and they pose the real threat to the world. Dedicated asteroid hunter David Levy understands the risks better than most.
The Earth is traveling on a superhighway. And this particular highway that the Earth has no entrance ramps and no exit ramps. But it does have cross streets. And every one of these cross streets is in orbit of an incoming asteroid or comet. Right now, one of them is crossing our interstate. But we're not there. What we have to worry about is, does one of these objects cross our highway when we get to it?
The US government has at least allocated an annual budget of $4 million for travel. So if a big rock is out there right now, heading towards Earth, just who is trying to find it? Currently, only one government is doing anything of significance, and that is the United States. Our astronaut, Rusty Schweickart. Schweickart was lunar module pilot on the Apollo 9 mission in March 1969. That mission was the first test of the lunar module in space. Schweickart also undertook a 47-minute spacewalk.
It may be because I've flown to space and seen the Earth from outside that this is particularly important to me. There's certainly no question, looking down at the Earth, that one gets a sense of a very extremely precious place. I mean, you realize that everything you care about is down there on that planet. And it's a small place, and it is vulnerable. Heaven help us if one has...
Dedicated asteroid hunter David Levy understands the risks better than most.
I can tell you right now, we know of maybe 3,000 asteroids out there and about 1,000 comets. But what about all the objects we have not yet discovered? I can tell you nothing about those. I can tell you nothing about the fact that there could be an object right now that's going to be coming into the sky while we're doing this interview, exploding loudly and scattering us all, because we haven't discovered it.
They haven't all been found, but experts know they're out there. Asteroids on a collision course with Earth. If an asteroid just a few kilometers across were to strike tomorrow, human beings could go the way of the dinosaurs. If we have enough time to work out the problem, the world could avoid the dinosaurs' fate. But the clock is ticking, and somewhere out there, a killer asteroid could be heading our way.
למ"ח בסופו, ונשפטתי איתו לבגור בדבר ומחלה, ובדם בגשם שוטף ואבני אל גביש. גשם שוטף ואבני אל גביש. אבני אל גביש אלו האסטרואידים הללו, שנפלו כבר פעמיים בהיסטוריה, והוא הבטיחו לנו חז"ל שהרי הם נשארים תלויים בשמיים ויפלו בימות משיח. כן, מצרים נהרסה מזה. כתוב מפורש שזה היו אש עם מים. פגעו ונהרסו, גם הבניינים נהרסו.
Many scientists believe it's only a matter of time until an asteroid hits the Earth. So what are we doing about it? Right now, the answer is very little. And alarmingly, we've recently had a very close call.
Hysteria that could have resulted. Where would you go? People would say, where can we hide? What can we do?
You would feel as though you were in an oven turned on to broil.
It re-enters as trillions of meteorites, heating up the air to the temperature of an oven. Dust settling in the atmosphere blots out the sun, plunging the planet into total darkness. More than 1.5 billion people die by the end of the day. It could be the beginning of the end for humankind.
מה אתה רוצה להכניס אותם בחרדה? אין לנו עניין בחרדה, אבל יש לנו עניין בהכנה. אדם ששומע את זה ורק אוי, מה אני אעשה? לא יועיל. אבל אם הוא מכין את עצמו כתוצאה מזה, והוא יודע איך להכין, ומסבירים, התורה אומרת מה לעשות כדי להינצל, מה לעשות, תכין את עצמך. פחות מהסטרואידים, רעידות אדמה, מה אני אעשה? אמר להם, יעסוק בתורה ובגמילות חסדים. אין פטנט אחר. לא צריך להתאמן, לא צריך לעלות למכון כוח, לא צריך לבנות מקלט חדש, יעסוק בתורה ובגמילות חסדים. מה שפעל 4,000 שנה בשביל יהודים, יפעל גם היום.